What's up guys, you're watching MyNextBest, and in this video we've got yet another pretty cool tool which is something that's very much catered towards content creators, filmmakers, and all those people who are very much involved in building their personal brand and channel and all that fancy stuff, which is now becoming so crucial, fruitful, as the whole advertising industry is now very diversified and sort of granulated towards all these content creators. There are millions of those now in the industry, and it's no longer the situation that it used to be in the past where film stars and celebrities were very much involved in promoting a product. So it's completely diversified, but it's aimed at literally everybody. And which is why in this video we are going to be reviewing the HOHEM's latest innovation, which is the iSteady M7 Gimbal. Here's the box that we have. And we'd like to thank HOHEM and their partners to be sending out this review unit to us. Although this has not been sponsored by them and we don't have any discount code currently available, but we'd like to thank them for sending out this review unit and wanting us to be honest about our opinion, our experience, our knowledge, and our learnings that we gain from this particular product. So it's going to be a very much of a learning experience. We're going to be opening this up. We're going to be looking at what we get out of the box and its specifications, dimensions, and applicability, usage. It's not a camera gimbal, just like the Zhiyuns of the world. HOHEM are primarily involved in building gimbals for the phone. So you got your iPhones or your Vivos or Samsungs, which have the best of cameras. And this is pretty much an addition to your armory of all those gimbals and all those key tools that would do your filmmaking and content business the best. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get on with it.
Before we continue, would you mind subscribing to this channel? We've been doing lots of work, engaging with lots of brands and bringing you the best of everything that's available in the market. We cannot otherwise without your support. We need your support to continue to engage with brands and bring the latest and greatest in tech. Additionally, why we ask for your support is because we specifically ask for discounts for our viewers, and they will all be exclusive discounts through MyNextBest. So all we ask is to continue to support the channel. This family needs to grow bigger, so we are stronger, better together. So we work with the brands to bring bigger and better discounts for you guys. Thank you so much if you've subscribed. Let's continue. So here's the box that you'd get when you buy this item. iSteady M7, HOHEM iSteady M7. This is pretty much how this device is going to look when you've got the phone mounted on the stand or the holder or the phone holder. And yeah, some components, some parts of this item, as you can see. So this is kind of the main unit that you'd see in the box. As you can tell, this is the HOHEM iSteady M7, and you got the AI module at the top with the light and the camera that tracks your movements and things like that. And you got the remote as well, which sort of attaches via a magnet. Now there's also this selfie stick mode, which essentially means that you can expand this gimbal and basically use it for reachability use cases, which we think is a pretty cool addition to a phone gimbal setup. Now this item is slightly pricier. It's priced at about £269, but we'd see of course in this video that you get loads and loads of features right out of the box. And in usage, this is the only gimbal you need. Of course, at the top you've got this plastic cover which is very reflective, so the first thing I'd want to do is just get rid of it. But yeah, this is really cool, the box that you have. And at the back, of course, you've got some specifications. Very shiny, of course. You've got this QR code to download the HOHEM Joy app for all the more gimbal features. And in the box you get the iSteady M7 Gimbal, of course, advanced AI tracker with the fill light, detachable touchscreen remote controller, the tripod, the base, a carrying case, a USB Type-C charging cable, a Type-C to Type-C charging cable, quick start guide, warranty card, and safety guidelines. Just below that you've got some specifications relating to the brand, the product model, product name, manufacturer. This is the model HBG-M7. And the product is called AI Tracking Smartphone Gimbal. And just to remind you, this is not a camera gimbal, this is a smartphone gimbal. So all your Samsungs and Vivos and iPhones, this is meant for that. Now of course it's made in China, and the website is www.hohem.com. The support email is service@hohem.com. It's also CE ROHS certified, it's also FCC certified and IC certified. Here's the IC ID, and FCC ID right over here. Finally, it does also say smartphone is not included, just to be very clear. And on this side, of course, you've got some specifics on what's what, the components of this gimbal. On here, you've got the 500 grams of payload, right mentioned over here. So it does support a fair bit of payload, which is of course 500 grams. Got the CCT and RGB fill light, which is basically a part of this AI module. Magnetic AI tracker, which basically means that the AI tracker doesn't have a battery of its own. It'll just fit magnetically right onto the gimbal and essentially use the power of the gimbal to power it on, give you the fill light and all that kind of operation that it does. And it also of course have the 193mm built-in extension pole, which is super cool. 360 degrees infinite spin right on the top. Access locks, it's pretty much similar to a camera gimbal, which has got access locks, and this is no different. It's quite professional. Reverse charging is also supported, so it does support charging your phone if you need to, which is why you've got the Type-C to Type-C cable in the box. And finally at the bottom you've got the Detachable Touchscreen Remote controller with AI imaging. You've got the UK representation and EU representation mentioned. So UK representation is Gold Reach Consulting Limited and Success Korea SL based in Spain. Guess that's pretty much everything that you should be aware of. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this bad boy. Okay, so it's here. Just comes out seamlessly. There's a box inside. The carry case in essence, which says M7. Look at that. Looks pretty cool. I'm going to get rid of this box. There's really nothing inside the box, as you can see. So I'm going to get rid of it. Alright, so right out of the box, I feel this is really premium. This is a really nice, cool, textured box. It's really got an oomph to it. It's really stylish, really right out of the box. It's so stylish. Like, it's got this handle, which isn't very fancy. It says, make the moment. Interesting. At the back, you've got a shape of the gimbal, I suppose. And yeah, the box is probably also weatherproof because you've got these stitches that basically join with each other. And the zipper, basically, when you zip it up, is all fully locked up. So maybe it's also waterproof or water resistant. We will find out. What do we get inside the box? This. So first up, you've got the gimbal, which looks really hot. The black model looks so really nicely built. You've got the tripod, which is very well built. Wow, this actually reminds me of something. I should say the Zhiyun Cinepeer V-Build 3E. That's the one that we recently unlocked. And this is very strong. This is very well built. Look at that. Very well built product. HOHEM branding over here. And that what the Zhiyun was basically a camera gimbal. So it does get a lot more of payload. And I can imagine this is no different. Even with a 500 grams of payload that this gimbal supports, this is going to be more than enough. Very strong. Very, very strong. And of course you've got the 1/4 screw up top on this gimbal. Very well built. Look at that. This is premium. And obviously you've got some documentation as standard. But why does it have to be on the opposite side? Weird, but yeah. You've got 2 QR codes. One for Facebook and the other one that takes you to the HOHEM.com website. There's also some socials that you can hook up to: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and TikTok. Knowing what's happening to TikTok in the US, not sure what the future is going to be like. Anyway, moving on. So this sort of explains a bit of usage patterns and things. Don't know. This is a quick start guide, of course. The app should be able to give you sensible insights. And there's some contact information. You could contact the ones, if you're based in the United Kingdom, you'd obviously contact this number. There's US, there's Canada, there's Brazil. So quite a few contacts available up front. This is toll free, by the way. Oh, it's in sequence. So tripod installation and access unlocking, mounting and balancing with your phone on. Basically that's your payload. And then comes your powering on, Bluetooth connection to your phone, handheld mode, extended mode and remote mode with your remote controller. Here's your power button, here's your trigger, side roller, A to B button.
So yeah, all interesting stuff over here. Powering on your AI module and connecting it, of course, it does connect magnetically to the main gimbal. And on and off button over here for the AI module, and of course the fill light. And then there's the gesture control. You could use quite a few gestures. There's this one, there is this, hand stop AI tracking, customize composition, person and object tracking, front and rear tracking. Oh, really cool. What else do we have? You've got some buttons on the remote controller as well. Side button, mode button, zoom lever, joystick, touchscreen interface. So the remote controller is basically a touchscreen interface. And indicators, official app to download. That's the HOHEM Joy app. That should get you started instantly. So this user guide has literally everything to give you a good head start when starting to use this product. If you're a newbie or just a tech enthusiast just trying to know how this product works, this is a good piece of tech. And then obviously the HOHEM Joy app is also there to give you a good guidance on using this product. There's also this safety guidelines. I'm gonna probably just skip that. And there's the warranty disclaimer, specifications, and warranty terms. So I'm going to just quickly look at the warranty terms. So it says the valid warranty period is 12 months from your purchase, of course. And any defects identified with the product should be reported within 7 days for warranty replacements or refunds. And of course there are some useful specifications. Weight about 629 grams, tripods about 150 grams. Unfolded, folded dimensions, material high performance composite material, 500 grams maximum load over the payload, mobile phone width about 58mm to 90mm, and about 30 to 100 mAh battery, 23 watt hours, approximately 12 hours of operation and 8 hours with the AI tracker module, 3 to 4 hours with the AI tracker and the fill light, 1.8 watts of power consumption, charging time at approximately 3 hours. 5 volts, 3 amps, so it does support fast charging as well, which is cool. It still takes 3 hours to charge, which is epic. And then there's the operating temperature and all that jazz. So here's the remote controller spec, about 240 mAh battery, 1.4 inches touchscreen, 20 grams, 2 megapixel camera on board with the AI tracker, and the AI tracker is about 20 grams, 2 watts of power consumption of the pre-60 lighting colors, and yeah, not much to talk about, but yeah, good summary of all the different specifications that this product has. Alright, so some accessories I suppose in this box, which has HOHEM mentioned over here. Charging cable, I expect 2 cables here. Yep, 2 cables. So this is the type C to C, and it's all very nice in this spring structure. C to C cable to connect basically. It's specifically for reverse charging. So I'll keep it on to the side. There's the type A to C charger. Really not bothered about opening that. And then finally we've got the gimbal itself. Wow, this looks premium. Look at that. This is brilliant. Look at that. iSteady M7. Here's the type C, of course. And you've got some external additional connectors. So this is to basically mount the handles. That gives you additional stability while you're shooting. And looking further, here's the power button, of course. Press and hold for 5 seconds and it should turn on. Here's your remote, which comes out, and it does, of course, charge from the base unit. Does allow you to charge separately. Yeah, of course, you've got the type C, which can be used to charge this remote separately, and you've got some specification at the back, specification and all that jazz that we've just read on the user guide. Nice and simple. Wow, look at that. This is premium. Wow, pretty cool. Something. It's got a little cover on the top, so let me just get rid of that. Nice. Got the A to B over here. You got your rollers. You got the tilt adjustment. You got the pan adjustment. Joystick over here. Got the mode adjustment. The battery's full. That's what it says. And just quickly, just looking at the phone bracket. So of course your phone's going to be here. It's at the moment locked, so let me see how to unlock. So here's the first unlock, so it does get freed up. It says M7 over here. Look at that, beautiful. And is
Is there any other lock adjustment anywhere? This seems to be locked in place. Is there any way to unlock it? Seems like just one lock adjustment over here. Just stays as is. Is the on-off button for the AI module. It was an on state, so click back on. Right, so okay, so it's in on state just because the gimbal isn't turned on, so it doesn't get any power. But as soon as you've got the gimbal turned on, and let me just keep it turned on, it should turn on itself. And you've got a QR code over here. Oh, so fancy, this is such a cool tech. What else do you have? Yeah, and just the grip, look at that. This is phenomenal. This is so good. I know the batteries live over here inside. There's probably going to be 4 batteries, or at least 2 batteries, 2 big ones. Basically 3200 milliamp hours, which means at least 4 AAA batteries of about 800 milliamp hours each. But regardless, all the batteries basically would live in here, which is why this is so broad and thick. At the bottom, you've got a 1/4 screw, so it would attach to your tripod stand or whatever has a 1/4 screw. You can in fact even attach it to your bikes. Definitely nothing's going to happen there. And iSteady M7, look at that. Wow, it's been built really well. But primarily built out of a plastic material. I don't know what, very reinforced, very strong plastic. And here's the lock to unlock. How do you unlock it? Oh right, so it's up and down. So turn it around and it's now ready to roll. It was basically locked at 2 places, unlike a camera gimbal, which is normally locked at 3 places. One was here, so it now rotates freely, and the other one was of course over here. This was the other one. Yeah, cool. Let's turn it on and see how it works. Here's your power button. Let me turn it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're all turned on. There was a bit of a flash, I think, on here. And it's locked now. Somehow. Maybe it thinks it's already... Oh dear, this is amazing. I think it's in a settled state and it was probably ready to record. And it's probably already been adjusted. Because you do need to do a bit of balancing. But looking at that, it seems to be very much in its place. I just want to see the display now. Maybe you need to take it out to see how the display works. You need to turn it on. Yep, it seems to be able to work. Right, so as soon as I put it back on, it gives me all the options. So balance, manual balance, PF, scenario, roller control, and in fact the touch panel works really well. It's nice and very responsive. There's your joystick, there's your med speed, you've got more settings. Let's have a look at more settings. Got language, which can be selected, it's English at the moment. Gimbal sound, motor strength, level calibration, AI settings, tracking, disabled gesture. It's basically everything you need right out of the box. And here's your camera. Oh, interesting. So the camera is right here. Yeah, look at the camera. Looks pretty cool. Nice and clear. So the AI module should be very, very useful in this operation. Okay, so I'm going to go back to settings, PF, and all that jazz. I'm just trying to see if this joystick works. It seems to work. So yeah, it can tilt, rotate, and do stuff that you'd expect it to do. Seems to be in a very good shape and state with the balancing and stuff. It knows that it doesn't have a payload, which means that it can't basically run on the stage. It's got my phone over here. So I'm going to put this tripod and open it up. Move this box and let's put it over here. Right, so as you can see, here's the tripod stand right over here, and it's got the phone connected. I'm going to just try and put it on frame and see if this gives me enough perspective on this product. This tripod stand does a really good job with the gimbal, and the way the phone's been mounted on the tripod stand, it's phenomenal the way it sort of holds up. I'll have to of course balance it. I'll tell you how it works really once it's been balanced. Look at the quality.
pretty cool. At the moment, of course, it's mounted on, it's got the payload, it's all ready to go. Does need a bit of balancing, otherwise not really going to be doing the job, is it? Just trying to see if the gesture works. Doesn't follow me at the moment, so maybe there's more that needs to be done in terms of the balancing. So yeah, let's explore it a little bit more, and I'll probably be just balancing it, and then I'll probably let you know how it really works. It's basically balancing against gravity. That's what you need to remember. Without the payload, and then when you introduce payload, it should be freely able to move about. You know, it's not free at the moment, it's just sort of dropping. That's what you need to do. You need to just balance it against gravity. That's what you need to remember.
In our experience, this product's been nothing short of phenomenal. Everything works seamlessly. We've got this gimbal now for nearly 3 days, and it's been exceptional. The way it works, the startup, the battery backup, the camera equipped AI module, the remote that basically also displays the camera and does control everything else, and that wirelessly. The best part is if you're controlling a shot and you're further away from the shot, you can still see the image and you know what's being shot, and then you can simply toggle between different settings as you require. Of course, gimbals are for 2 people. This can be particularly useful if you're in front of the camera, but if you're behind the camera, then there's again loads of features right on the keyboard. And the most distinguishing factor when you're behind the camera is you get some absolutely stunning shots. You haven't done a lot of outdoor, but indoors it was phenomenal. I was like jumping in one of the shots and it just came out to be very smooth. I don't have it at the moment, but there'll be more coming. It certainly doesn't end here. We'd have loads and loads of these shots coming, because now it's an essential part of our armory. Before we close, we'd like to thank More Shot, that's the store name on Amazon, who've kindly supplied this gimbal for us to test it out. We would certainly highly recommend them. They've been quite generous and sensible. We definitely recommend buying from them. Just search for this gimbal on Amazon and scroll down to the store, and certainly you'll find them. They're called More Shot. And that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions or queries, please reach out to us. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to MyNextBest. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Take care. Cheers. Bye.